Hi guys, boys and girls, this is Namcraft. Welcome back to the This is Starcraft English commentary. We'll continue on with Group D now of ASL Season 19. This is round of 24. And the first game was very exciting, excuse me. I was very excited. Tyson almost brought out an upset there, but in the end, the veteran has triumphed. The Goliath has triumphed over the David. But we shall have another, I think a chance for Tyson to come back if he wants to come back. But first, we will grace ourselves with this nice game between Bisu and Killer. Now this is an interesting case here because Bisu has been disappearing from the earth. He's not been making any kind of no appearances anywhere. He doesn't stream. He doesn't, post on Twitter. Of course, he doesn't have a Twitter account, but he doesn't, share any kind of status update with his fans. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what exactly is happening with this guy. And that is really interesting case. But he's here. He is here to play with, with us here. We're gonna be having go Bisu. Here we are, Cyan. Yes, a lot of people who are fans of Cyan. Are you fans of Cyan? Let me know. Because I'm also fans of Cyan to a certain extent. I'm fan of the two, of all of the broodwar people. But yeah, anyways, looks like we're gonna be having PvZ here, and Bisu is gonna open with a gateway on the high ground. How many times have you seen PvZ? It's gonna be going for double gateway. Okay, this is an interesting build, of course, because the Overlord will not scout this for a while. So let's see if we will have any kind of effect on what is gonna be what Killer's doing here. Killer's getting ready to expand, but his probe is being very annoying. Does it put down a pylon? Bisu doesn't want to put down a pylon because it would waste a lot of his time. He would just try to not do it as much as possible because he's considering that he's a lot better in his micro, but he does put in a pylon now, and he's gonna try to hide the probe in the backside and try to just play from there. But anyways, let me just quickly show you some interesting information for these players. So first of all, let me show you some player card because the Zerglings are coming out, but I think we still have time to have the player card. So first of all, this is the player card for Bisu, right? Kim Tae-young is his name. We all know about that. And he's born in 1989. He's 36 years old. He's kind of old. He's medium build, 178 centimeters. His old team used to be SK Telecom together with Best. His university affiliation now is C9, but he doesn't do jack crap with his affiliation. He doesn't do anything. He's got huge followers on Africa TV and nice large fans on YouTube channel as well. He's been in 12 ASLs, and he's only been placed third one time. And the latest is season 13. That is his best performance so far. So that is him. What about Killer? What do we know about this Killer guy? Is he really a killer, or is he just a fake killer? Right. So just give you that information. Mr. Killer, Park John-oh, he's 32 years old. He's a relatively newer player if you think about the Casper's days. He together with Baby were the younger people, right? They call it I don't know what is the word in Korean, but basically like the younger brother in the group. Anyways, this is gonna be some nice attacks now. So let's move on. Height 165 centimeters. He's a rather a short guy. He's got a small amount of followers on Africa TV. He used to play for Team 8. I think that was where Jaedong was. No, Jaedong was playing for Hoshan Oz, I think. So that's different. But anyways, looks like I'm going to turn away this player card now because we need to focus on the intense micro battle. Of course, Bisu is the king of micro. He's the king of micro, but he's going to be careful because his two Zealots might get surrounded. They're going to try to move back. The other Zealots are going to be attacking the... was he attacking his own Zealot for a while there? Anyways, Bisu's going to lose a Zealot now. That's going to be not very good. He would try to buy as much time as possible. He would need to micro both battles at the same time. You can see over here the Zealots are attacking and killing the Zerglings, and Bisu has been microing quite well. He will be able to get this hatchery off, maybe. Looks like he will need to try hard, and now he's going to decide that it's going to be a moment for him to try to attack from both sides here. This is a nice surface area for Bisu or not. He will lose his two Zealot on the low ground, but he groups the rest up, and now he's got a 6 Zealot strong group, and 2 of them can camp on the ramp here if he wants. So he's going to try to attack against the hatchery. He's going to try to kill as many Zerglings as possible. He gets a couple more Zerglings. He gets a lot of Zerglings. He gets everything. Does Killer have a chance to attack? But Killer's going to try to find the weak Zealot. He needs to find the weak Zealot right here. There's a small one in the corner. He doesn't find it. More Zealots going to join the fray, and Bisu's micro is just superior. He's just so much better, and this hatchery will fall. Does Killer go for the counterattack? He's decided he might go for the counterattack now. That might be something devastating, but now Killer's going to have very few options because Bisu's got 10 Zerglings. Bisu said, what, I need to go to a party after this, so I need to finish the game very quickly. Does Tyson go for Zergling Zergling with speed. You need to go for Zergling with speed. But anyways, this is not the end of the game because we're gonna be having another hatchery, so it's gonna be 2 bases. This is 1 base. 1 damage Zealot have died, and now Zergling with speed kicks in at just the right moment. Bisu need to pull the Zealot on the ramp back. He does pull it back at the right time, so he trades reasonably well, but he's gonna back up now because the sunken is completed. With the sunken completing, he need to back down and just play 1 base versus 2 base, and that's gonna be the ideal way to do it, and possibly just wait for his Corsairs to come out. Another question is this: Bisu was not able to slip a scouting probe into the enemy's base. He could not do that. What that means is that he doesn't know this is rush to Hydras, rush to God knows what, because a lot of options here. There could be rush to Hydras, rush to Spire, rush to Lurkers. It could be a lot of things here, but of course at this early stage, I think Bisu can successfully guess that his opponent has invested a lot in Zergling, so the attack will be a lot delay. So Bisu can just go, you know, I don't know, he can even try to go like City of Adun attack done. Like, don't even do anything else, just City of Adun and go. You know, doesn't mean need Stargate, but I think he will go for Stargate just to be safe here. He does go for Stargate just to be safe, and he's gonna hope that his Zealot would take any kind of danger from the ground. For example, switch to Hydras. He will try to take care of that and make sure that his Stargate will cover any kind of threat from the air. There's gonna be some Zerglings trying to get on the high ground. Bisu's got some coverage. No, he doesn't have coverage. He's gonna lose the first probe. A very good micro to not even lose a probe. He gets 2 Zerglings inside, but some of those Zerglings are damaged as hell. Bisu need to micro his probe correctly. He needs to start the attack. He will lose the first probe. He's trying to lose the first probe. He will get, oh my god, insane micro from Bisu. Ridiculous micro here. Now we have a Dragoon coming out, and that Dragoons will take care of those Zerglings. I hope he needs to use his Dragoon to attack the Zerglings. The Zerglings will try to get even 1 kill now. He can try to get 1 kill. He doesn't get that weak probe, and now the Corsair is going to be coming out. We're going to be having doubles. Creep going to be coming up, and it's going to be 1 base versus 2 base. Bisu's now move out with his Dragoon. Is he able to snipe that Overlord? There's an Overlord right here. He needs to snipe it. He needs to see it. He doesn't see it, and he's gonna be waiting for his Corsair to do the job, so that's good. So anyways, the game might go on for a little bit longer. We do have a Spire coming up now, so things are going to be looking very interesting. So I'm going to take this chance to just read some, some more stats for you to get some understanding about what this game is like. So this is the map Eclipse, as you know already. Let me just quickly show you the map stats on this map. I think it's going to be beneficial for all of us. For Protoss player, generally on Eclipse, you can see that it's a 47% win rate for Protoss, so slightly Zerg flavored, but not by much. And Bisu, of course, is the better player, so we have a lot of chance to win here. Let me just quickly show you the elo stats in the last 30 days of these players, and I'm going to show you something very, very interesting, because actually Bisu doesn't have any info. He has not been doing any kind of games in the last 30 days, so we don't exactly know what is up with him. We just know that Snow is number 1, Flash is number 2, and Light is number 9. So Light is the best player, and he's number 9 right here. So that's what we have, but we don't have any other information about what Bisu is doing. So that's really, really interesting here. Do we know anything about win rates? Let me just quickly show you the win rate. So in the last 30 days, I guess this is not what I want to show you. This is what I want to show you. In the last 30 days, Killer has not played any game. He's played 1 game, 0 game against Protoss, so we don't know. We don't know. He's played some game against Zerg, and he's played a lot of games against Terran, so we know that he's decent in Terran. So that's it. I think this might be Bisu's deliberate attempt to stay off the radar, to make sure that his opponent cannot see his builds. Maybe that is the plan. I don't know. But anyways, the second base coming up, but we're going to be seeing some massive Hydras transition. Of course, out of just 2 hatchery is not so strong. Now we see the 3rd hatchery coming up. So now it looks like, okay, Bisu is going to be going for cannon in the main. He knows that there's going to be a risk of mutas. Yeah, this is a half aspect of, we do have the mutas start to show, and it looks like Bisu was very smart to see if the egg were morphing or not. And now he sees the Scourges coming from the left side. Can it catch the Corsairs on time? I don't think it can't. How many cannons? We have already a cannon in the expansion. We have a cannon in the main. So these mutas would try to just attack the Zelle here and buy time. We have a Dragoons just to try to buy time and attack and try to damage as many Mutas as possible. But now the Mutas is going to try to dive in here. It's going to be having some clone Scourges. And how many courses? There are 2 courses. There are 3 courses. Need to fall back. The cannon's complete. Fall back. There are 4 courses. Going to try to attack, and looks like the last minute. Killer is gonna chicken out, and he's gonna back up, and that was a mistake, man. He needed to engage there, I feel, because now the cannons are fully operational. There are 5 Corsairs. He's even going for +1 upgrade on the core. I think that's an overkill. You don't really need a +1 upgrade on the core. Maybe he's going for a Dragoon range upgrade. I don't even know. But we are gonna be having this drone coming out to expand, and the game is gonna completely tailor off and go to a long game here. But Killer is not a noob when it comes to PvZ in my memory, in my recollection. I don't remember, I don't know the stats because we don't have the stats in the last 2 days for his play, but we know that in history, he's a good PvZ expert. He's very good with trying to snipe some Protoss players, notably with Bisu as well in the past. So let's see how these players will be performing here. Looks like third base coming up, and Killer is behind by about 25 to 28 supply, but not a big deal. We will have the attack with Zealot and Dragoon. Zealot will have leg coming up soon, but the question is, did Killer invest into Lurker technology? If he can do that, he can stop this attack very, very nicely, but I don't think that's what he's gone for because he's made a lot of Scourges and Mutas. Anyways, he's going to have some attack, and while these Mutas review their position, the Corsair is going to fall back. The Corsair is going to be waiting for the +1 upgrade to complete to attack. It looks like Mutas invest a lot in air. I don't know if this is the right idea, but now we have 6 Corsairs and +1 though. It's not yet done on the Corsairs, but there's a lot of Scourges, and we'll be having a small base threat. Bisu is going to try to snipe this base, but Zerg is coming around for a counter attack. Looks like Bisu would get on this high ground and try to attack. The Corsair is going to try to return here. A single Zealot attack against the hatchery. He's going to just wait here, just dangle back and forth and see if the Mutas will fully commit to this attack or not. Looks like the Mutas will commit in this attack, and the Zealot's going to back up, but it's going to be enough Corsairs. Bisu's forgotten one of his Corsairs back there. He would try to come out and try to snipe the Scourges. He would attack what now? 2 Dragoons are within the group, and now there's a huge amount of Scourges coming through. This is a huge attack coming from the air. He gets 1 Dragoon. He will get the other Dragoon, and Bisu's being very careful to not lose his Corsairs, and Zealot's going to try to attack, but he will lose all of his Zealots. He will lose all of his Zealots. He will sack all of his Zealots for nothing, and that was a nice bait, I think, coming from Killer. But now Bisu's got, I think, like 8 Corsairs. He's got a huge amount of Corsairs. They don't have +1. +1 is so slow. Air +1 for Protoss it's like one of the slowest upgrades, man. It sucks. It's so bad. And now Killer is going up to the 4th base. Wow, things are going to be looking very interesting here. Bisu's Templar attack is delayed. Keep that in mind. He's delayed. So his Templar archive will be a little bit delayed. Very, very nice for this probe to see this huge amount of ground air forces, and now +1 is done. And Bisu needs to do a sick attack to get as many Mutas as possible. Looks like Scourge is coming from both sides here, but we have the cannons to support, and these Corsairs will back up. And there's going to be just enough to hold. He's going to try to hold here. Looks like how many Corsairs will fall. Scourge is coming through, but there's just so many cannons, and we're going to be morphing some high hitters and very good micro, excellent micro, insane micro, and he's going to be losing yet another Corsair. We need to put the Corsairs back, and all of the high hitters have fallen, and now Killer is making a huge amount of drones, and Bisu is in some serious trouble. The 4th base comes up as well, and Bisu doesn't have a 3rd base. He's still stuck with his own tech, and keep in mind that he's been mining a lot in his main, so his main will be mined out very, very soon. But we have some Zealot moving towards the bottom right. Bisu will need to know now that there's some shenanigans going on, because during this time the Zerg player would often like to take a hidden base, and that is exactly what he's saying. We have a single Zealot moving towards the bottom right. The Corsair is going to have to fall back hard now. One of the Corsair took the damage, but we still have the 6 Corsair. The Zealot will start to attack against this hatchery, and this base will fall possibly, but Bisu needs to do the moving shot that Snow has perfected, which is just coming out there, and he's going to try to go and hide in the corner. He would try to attack the Extractor. Not a bad idea. That would drive the Mutalist back, and that will also allow this base to be open because some Zealots attacking. So looks like Killer need to make a decision whether to save one base or the other. Looks like he's going to try to come out, and Zealots will attack against the drone. Looks like Bisu's not microing his Zealots, but he would take this other expansion instead, and Mish is going to start to fly. I think we might have another Zealot coming out, so there's going to be a total of 4 Zealot attacking, but Bisu has not yet expanded. He's got a lot of money, but he will snipe this base. He will snipe this base, and there's nothing that Killer can do to save it. So the game is back to square one for both of these players, and now there's going to be more hatcheries, and this probe tries to come out, but there's a lot of air dominance here, and Bisu, I think his micro of the courses is not so good. He's not so confident that I think Snow's got the best Corsair micro in the world of Starcraft, in the world of broodwar Starcraft right now. He's just so good with his tech, and now looks like Killer's going to take another base. Why is Bisu so hesitant to expand? Because he will mine out soon. He will be mined out very, very soon. Need to put down some cannons, and then he will need to just back out. And what is his Zenot? He's going to be hiding in the corner just to buy time in and drive the mutants back once again, and just be very annoying. Very annoying. But now we do have the command center, and the Nexus coming up, excuse me, and some cannons, and Bisu is going to try to hold this. He will need to make High Templars as well. Keep that in mind, because the Hydras are going to be coming out in large numbers soon. So that's going to be something that we need to think about in the future. It looks like there's going to be, I think a Zenot coming out just to check if there's any forces on this, and he sees a lot of Scourges, so we know that he needs to stop his Corsair behind the Archon. The Archon will need to come in here. The Archon is going to try to support it. The Archon kills some of these Scourges. No, looks like the Scourges are all dead. One of the cannon was instantly cancelled, but the Corsairs are protected by the Archons, and so these muses are gonna get pushed back, and Bisu is gonna try to hold it to wait until his cannon come up. We need to send another probe out because his probe was sniped. This game was so intense. We will have the Hydras coming out now, and Bisu hasn't been practicing Starcraft, or has been just going to parties with girls. We shall see soon because he's gonna have to have huge battles results coming up soon. Looks like the muses have +1 defense, and the Corsairs have +1 attack. This hatchery cancels itself. What a decision! What a decision to do so. I don't understand. I guess he just feels that his ground army is not strong enough, and his air dominance is no longer available. He's gonna be waiting, and he's gonna be waiting with massive Hydras. And this is an interesting. I guess he wanted to just expand here. This base is a lot better. Bisu discovers it. Just an instant, just constant game of cat and mouse between these two players. Bisu is the cat, and Killer is the mouse here. Mickey versus McDonald, or whoever is the name of that cat. I don't even know. Tom, yeah, Tom is his name. Tom the cat. Tommy the pussycat. Anyways, this hatchery will fall, and that's gonna be slightly unfortunate. And keep in mind that Killers also has been mining in his main base for a long time. We have a single Archon and a lot of Corsairs coming out. The Archons are doing good attack against the Scourges. And why these drones just hanging out of nothing? Looks like the Corsairs destroy every single Scourge in the area. That's it, legitimate. It's gonna be the game now. Without the Scourge fleet, it's gonna be impossible for Killer to win the game. Looks like the Mutus is gonna try to come out, but more Corsairs surrounding from both sides here. Good attack. This is a huge win here for Bisu, and that's possibly gonna be the end of this game. Possibly because, of course, Killer can still try to come back, but without his Mutas, I mean, the Corsair will be free to roam the area. Keep in mind that the threat of Dark Templar could also be a viable option here, especially when you have Overlord with speed. Overlords don't have any upgrades. I don't think they don't have speed. They don't have vision. They don't have pickup facility. They're just like cows. They are not horses. They cannot transport people. But now Killer's got a huge amount of Hydras, but his problem is that he's on 3 bases. He needs to do some sick victory now. Otherwise, the superior, economy of Bisu, which is shine. He doesn't have that many Hydras. He's got only a single Hydra. Looks like Scourge is gonna come out, and he kills 0 Corsairs. 0 Corsairs. Make a Dark Templar. Okay, now the speed is completed, so things will be looking very interesting. We don't have actually that many cannons at the 3rd base of Bisu. Just very few cannons. Bisu's huge fleet of Corsairs is just disturbing. It's so sickening, it's so deafening, but equally are the number of Hydras coming from Killer. We're going to be having some nice battles in front of us. Let's just wait for the results of these battles. Bisu is hesitant to expand because he knows that he's on the same number of bases as his enemy. He doesn't need to expand. A Dark Templar come out just to check. He needs to start to attack right away and buy time. It is trying to get as many Hydras as possible. He get 1 Hydras, he get 2 Hydras, the Hydras get surrounded hard, and that Hydras will fall. But it looks like these Corsairs will just completely eat up the Mutas. Mutas are doing good shot. We're going to be having some nice attack. How many Corsairs? It's like 12 Corsairs. The full amount of Corsairs. This is a huge micro battle incoming for us, and the Hydra is going to try to snipe the Corsairs, but the Overlord is going to be falling fast here. 3 Overlords dead instantly, and Killer's supply block. We're going to be having some storm. Of course, Killer's on a high ground, and Mutus is coming from the back, but they were all melted. They all died. But looks like the Hydra did not cast any spells. 0 of the skills was cast, but we still have more Hydras waiting in the back. Looks like Bisu is gonna say, you know what? Come to my high ground. Come to my base. I can cast storm as you come to the cannon line. I'm waiting for you to come in. I'm waiting for you to come in. He loses the first time, then loses the second time. He can cast a storm now. He's not casting a storm. Why not? Did he upgrade? Did he upgrade or not? Did he upgrade storm? Oh no! What is he doing? He didn't upgrade. He didn't upgrade storm. He forgot to upgrade storm. He forgot to upgrade storm. Legitimate. This is gonna be the hugest mistake of the game. He's forgotten to upgrade storm. Oh my God, Bisu, you freaking noob. You're a freaking noob. He's forgotten to upgrade the storm energy just because he's not been practicing Starcraft and he's been playing something else. And now these problems are running away. They're running away. Zerg's attacking now, and Killer will produce the first upset of this series. I guess almost a huge upset, but. Wow, this is even worse than that game between Stork and Bisu, where Stork forgot to go for Dragoon range. Bisu has forgotten to upgrade range storms on his High Templars. He's got a Dark Templar coming out. This is what happens when you don't play Starcraft much. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, buy me coffee. It's going to be in the video description. I will see you soon. Bye bye.